We're going to begin with our first client today, Miss Peggy. I'd like to invite all of Peggy's guides and angels to join us now. And just let me know when you're ready to proceed.
We are ready.
Wonderful. So Peggy has had a session with us before. She is going to skip the body scan for another question. So before we get started with her questions, who do we have here in support of Peggy today and to bring forward her messages?
We are her family in light. She is our daughter. We carry this light from the system of Arcturus. She is one of us. We are grateful to connect with our angel of light. She is very special to us, brings hope to humanity now, carries the light band needed for those to be pulled ashore on their journey. Keep the light flowing effortlessly, for it's who she is, for them to release themselves from the prison. She holds the door open. The aliens have shown themselves to support her. Syrian light beings arrive to show dedication. The angelics of light arrive as they walk beside her daily to protect her. Many are here for her. Many care for this soul. Many have been honored with guidance roles for her soul, as her soul is needed on earth and needs to feel supported, loved, cherished as it is. For earth is foreign to this child in this time now, for it's changing so rapidly that it's unidentifiable to her soul. And we stand beside her to remind her it's only a matter of time. Your mission will be complete.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much for being here with us today. And Peggy starts her paperwork off. She says, I want to start by saying thank you to all my family, friends, and guides for connecting with me today. And thank you, Heather and Emily, for helping us to see who we are. So we will get started with Peggy's first question. She says, I feel like I'm drifting, not solid. It's as if every day, every minute is a vague memory. Even with my children and grandchildren, there's an interesting distance by observing what's happening without attachment. I'm also not paying attention, or I guess being present, which is how I lost my wallet. Then I put my phone on my car and drove off, so I had to buy a new phone. I had to replace everything in my wallet, credit cards, driver's license, etc. I had no emotion towards either situation. I'm completely disinterested in everything except understanding more of who I am and anything about the convergence. It's as if I don't even connect to the few spiritual people around me. The only joy is connecting to you, researching, and being excited and grateful that I get to be here during this time. When I understand, it helps me move with a peace within. So maybe you can help her to understand why she's feeling this way. What does she need to know about this information that she just shared?
We will say to you, child, this is normal, as you say, on earth, for where your soul is now. Your soul is mostly home. You leave little of your consciousness with your earth vessel, for you are ready. You bring the light vibration to earth by pouring it from your higher consciousness being into the vibrations of earth. Once you understood clearly on a earth level that it wasn't your home, it wasn't what they told you, that you always felt distant from the other human beings, never feeling like you fit into their structures, energy, routines. Once knowing through your human brain that how you have felt matched the true story. You are not from there, it's not home. You released this need to be a part of humanities. You released the ego that tells you you must behave, the part of the brain that's been manipulated by the dark ones to keep you orderly, to keep you following suit, to keep you doing what all of the other humans are doing and have been doing for centuries. You released this part of you, knowing it's not who you are, but a part of the earth experience now that you are trying to overcome for them through your escaping the false reality that is set a part of you there. You allow them to escape as well. You wonder, is this a bad thing that I have no attachment to my earth life? As if I'm floating between worlds, just looking at my life, just peeking at it, but not living it. As an outsider, we say it's not bad, it's what you're designed to do. You escaped the reality so that you may bring in this consciousness, this light from home, from source, to them now. This allows them the availability to release their ego from the false reality of the human being that had been put upon them. They are powerful beings. You are there to show them that. You are there to remind them of that. But if they get stuck in their routine, their labels of who they are, the orderly fashion in which they follow the rules, they will never escape, for they enforce the matrix. They enforce the patterns, the frequencies, the consciousness will not raise. You escape it for them, child. You escape it to hold that door of light open so that they too is above their patterning, so they too may see that their day-to-day routine has been set in place by the dark ones. It is not freedom. It is not expansion of self or soul. As you do the same routine day in and day out, never to stop and expand from your heart. So we say, child, as you hold this door open for them, as you allow them to escape the reality in which they've been told they must follow, we want you to add in your heart, you are numb. You are numb as you watch yourself. You need to put your heart back into it. This will assist not only your soul, but more so theirs. We want you to find the beauty as you observe your life. Find the beauty as you observe your family. We want you to bring the love to them. This is your job. Show them how special their souls are. Talk to them on this level. Talk to them as advanced beings of light, not as human beings, not as the role that they follow in your life. See them as souls and show this to them. You'll be surprised how they react to you. It will be a way for them to snap out of the routine energy. You will snap them out of it, and this will allow them the opportunity to walk through the door that you're holding open for them to expand beyond the false reality, to remember who they are. Do you see, child? Do you see your role?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Our second question, she says, last session, you described somewhat of what I will be doing after the convergence to be of service. Can you describe what my everyday life might look like and feel like on my most probable timeline after the convergence?
We are asking your soul what you would like to do. You know it is a matter of choice. It's every day and every hour. The soul can choose again, as you are being pulled one way and then another. So therefore we show you this very moment, this very hour. But know, you may decide differently when the time arrives. Now you show us that we welcome you home. You are too tired to stay. You have great love in your heart for all those that journeyed beside you, and you pour your love to them. But know that your time is over with Earth, Gaia, that she is ascending, and you are ready to go home. You show us, asking us to retrieve you, and this is what we do. Day to day, you are enjoying oneself. You do not want to stay with the ships that stay with the new earth. You are too tired. You are wanting rest on a deep level of the soul energy, for earth has siphoned your light. You are reconnecting with home, with the nature that it holds, the light that it holds, the crystal energy that renews you. And you find joy in simplicity. You find joy feeling the unconditional love from all of your brothers and sisters of the light. It is rewarding to your soul, for it has missed this feeling. You are connecting again to your soul partner who awaits your return. You are basking in the energy of feeling whole again, home, loved, seen, understood, for they do not understand you on earth. They try to. Even some of the others from the other star systems, they say, "We understand you." You say, "No, you don't." Only those that hold the same vibration from home can truly understand your soul fully. It's a delicate but strong light. It's more sensitive in many ways. So earth is heavier, denser to your soul. You mostly rest, feeling, bringing in light, bringing in love, bringing in energy from your family, from your home. You spend much time appreciating the advancements of home. I'm not sure how to say that. It feels so pleasant to feel what you feel after returning from earth. It is truly heaven, you say. Your soul says it's heaven. You say to us, if there is ever a heaven, this is what it is.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, is there anything that you would like to talk about or explain more of regarding our soul's free will? And does ego have free will? She wonders, how does that work? Is surrendering key since it's the soul that holds the cards in the game? Are we just actors for our soul's growth? What can you share?
This is a bit complicated for us to verbalize, but we will try. How we see it, we may be wrong as we perceive the human ego. It's its own entity, its own energy, its own consciousness in a way. It has free will, yes, always able to choose and choose again for oneself. But we will show you, as far as we can tell, the ego essence, energy of who you say you are, connected to your human vessels. This is the energy of the human vessel. And the human vessel holds information stored from lifetime, not sure lifetimes, ancestors, holds information, memory, trauma from ancestors that came before you. Therefore, the ego energy, the voice you say you hear in your head that sometimes doesn't match your heart, this is where they are different. That the ego holds free will, but it is connected to the ancestors' trainings of earth. Therefore, when you come in, not as a human soul, but as a soul from a star system beyond earth, and your soul energy meshes with a body and ego of earth beings, it can feel uncomfortable. Your ego mind will tell you one thing, in your heart, soul, essence will scream another. Do you see? If you allow the ego to make all of the choices, to run the show, and you do not listen to your soul, this is a choice you make. And you connect closer and closer, tighter with the evolution of the human being. But when you stop listening, stop allowing the ego to tell you how you should feel, to show you, to tell you how you should think, to make decisions for you in your life, and you allow your soul, your essence, your heart to make the decisions, override the human mind, this is when you bring about change. And it's why you're there. For your soul holds free will as well. Just depends on what you allow to run the show. Do you see?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, not feeling love has been a theme for me throughout my life. It started from birth and carried on with boyfriends, friends, my ex-husband, my husband, until 12 years ago, a man walked into my life. That man was a deep soul love. We would shake just being in the same place. I've never felt at home until he showed up. Jeff was more real than this false matrix. He felt like home. It only lasted 3 months, then I was left silently shattered for 5 years. I can only equate it to an NDE, a near death experience, where you experience heaven and then dropped back into the density of earth and expected to carry on with life, which I did without skipping a beat because I had to. I know this experience was to awaken us. I am tremendously grateful every day for him and wonder more about the depth of the connection that we have had. What can you share with her about that connection with Jeff?
The one you called Jeff on Earth. He only was able to visit for a short time. If you want to call it a walk-in, you can. He arrived by your calling. He couldn't stay in that vessel. It wasn't his to inhabit. It was borrowed. To shake you, yes, you understand. To awaken you, to show you that there's more to look forward to be hopeful for. It was your soul that called him in. Your soul desired to shift in consciousness at that time in order to help Earth, to help yourself, to see the bigger picture, to remember the bigger picture. So this soul remains now at home awaiting your arrival. He is excited to be seen today. He wants you to know that wherever you choose to spend time after the ascension, that he will be by your side, that he will be awaiting you when the hour arrives to take your hand. He was very fortunate to be given the opportunity to be in your presence, connected back with you for the short time that he was given. He did not want to leave. He was heartbroken that he had to, but it was time. He was not allowed to stay in that vessel any longer, for that was not the contract given. Therefore, you can breathe, knowing that the soul that you connected with is safe at home waiting your arrival. No need to search the earth. He's not there, but he exists, and the love between you is real. It is your home, child. It is your amplification of your own light that made you shake. That's how powerful you are. You don't see it, but when another that matches your vibration is put in connection with you, you get to feel for the first time in your human vessel what you feel like. That's your energy. That's your light, do you see? You are very powerful. You should now see how you feel to others.
Thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, so I can understand more deeply about my soul's blueprint or soul map. When you see or feel my core essence, can you tell me about my soul and oversoul? Anything is exciting and interesting, so whatever you can share, will help me to understand and feel more into who I am.
This is a difficult question for words. We wish we could project this understanding into you, for it doesn't do any justice to put it into your human words. Let us try to find explanation of your soul in words. Please give us a moment. Your soul is large, extremely large. We will show you what your soul is showing us. We apologize if it doesn't do justice. It does not. You are a large, large winged soul of light. You are a protector of all things good, of love, of light. You expand others' beauty, light, softness through your energy field, through your soul. Your soul is soft. It is warmth, love, mothering to the souls that come in contact with your soul. You carry we will show you if another soul who had passed over from Earth's consciousness to the higher realms, if you were to approach them, greet them in your whole soul, they would think you were a large, large archangel of light. That is how you appear in soul, for that is where your heart is. It is in the soul mission of love, of oneness, connectedness. You work for the realm of unity, to unite all souls through this understanding of purity and love. Your soul only wants good for all. It is always on the lookout to create balance amongst the imbalanced. How else can we show you this? You glow yellow to the other ones, the other souls. This is your vibration, much like the sun, for it is nourishment and healing and love to others. Do you see? Your vibration is so peaceful. They say, unearth the moth to the flame, the moth to the light. Yes, they're attracted to it. This is what your soul is. Many souls are attracted, brought to your light. To your flame. for it is warming, it is nourishing, it is calming. We hope that gives you some understanding of what your soul, how it feels to the others. Does that make sense?
Yes, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Her next question, she says, being the year of the dragons, there has been much talk about connecting to dragon energies. I wasn't drawn to them until recently when I came across a video about a man who channels the rising rose dragons. Can you tell me more about dragons and my connection to them, if any?
Your soul remembers the dragon beings of Sirius. You have spent time beside them, in unity, in your expansion work, while incarnated on Sirius. You formed a great bond with the dragon beings of the water. This incarnation was about the water beings. Yourself, you chose a water incarnation. The water dragons are very different than many of the others. There are many dragon beings across the universe. Many hold a different vibration, just as there are many different beings across the universe. We are not all the same. It is that varied, you see. Just because they are a dragon does not mean they're all one in frequency, just as the beings. The water dragons are very peaceful creatures. They serve the other water beings in their light, in their mission. They vibrate peaceful resonances through the water to restore any vibrational fractals that have occurred within the planet and beyond. They are it's difficult to verbalize. We will keep trying. The fractals can be created from anywhere in the universe. To reverberate throughout space and time into upper realms of existence. The dragons are the keepers to protect the upper realms. You assisted the dragons in that lifetime as a protective being of the light frequency. When there is a ripple of in the energetic field that can touch the higher realm. The dragons stand guard in their energy. This is their gift to the rest, to the beings, to the other creatures, to the other energies that are present in that realm. This lifetime is remembered well by your soul. It was an honor to work beside these water dragons. They are loved, they are honored, they are not a word for how we feel. They are so valuable to us. We will protect them as well. They are sacred amongst the stars, for they protect the light. They protect all that's good with their vibrations. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's the best we could do for your human brain.
Thank you so much for that. Her final question today, she says, where is my body in this transformation process with activation of DNA and the change from carbon to plasma? Everyone that reads me has always mentioned this light. Is this part from the DNA reactivating? My last session, the Arcturians called me their child of light, which brought me to tears and warmth through my being. It connected me to the feeling I had with Jeff, which was a deep feeling of home. Thank you for helping me to feel that love because it opened me to all of you. I no longer feel alone. What can you share with her about that?
Child, you have always held more light within you than many others. For your essence of who you are allowed for it. As for your human transformation, we will show it to you like this. Your human vessel can only transform as fast as the others will allow, meaning collectively the human beings transform together. Not all at the same speed, where there's always has to be a leader in this energy shift. You have always been the leader. Your transformation on a physical level is waiting for the others to catch up. You have always been far ahead. Your vessel's always been more developed, transformed, connected online to the stars than your counterparts on Earth. And therefore, you say, can I transform faster? Am I getting there? How close am I? We will show you that you have made great strides in activating the strands necessary But child, you will not need it. You will not be joining them. Your human vessel will transform itself to light, and you will reconnect, calibrate into your light suit to rest at home. Do you understand?
Thank you for that. What final messages do we have today for Peggy?
Hello, Peggy. We are your angel team. We are smiling as we feel so much love from your family. You are so loved. They cannot wait to have you back home. But they are right as well. We want to show you that your life now will be gone in a blink one day. And we don't want you to hold any regret that you didn't shine your light, that you didn't love and appreciate your human experience that you've been given as a gift. Even though you feel so different, so out of sync with the world around you, your heart is so large. We want you to send love and appreciation to every moment, to every relationship, to every little human experience. As you drive and your phone falls off your car and you have to get everything new, you say, "What a weird human experience," and we laughed at you. We laughed with you because you are so out of body. You're barely there. You're barely having the human experience. And we want to say, enjoy the human experience. Reconnect with your human experience because it will be gone so quickly. You will never get the human experience back again, child. Allow yourself to breathe and know that it is all perfectly unfolding exactly as you had intended it to do, to be, to look like. This was all set in motion by your own soul. So there's no worries. Know that you've already planned the most beautiful rest of your days. So enjoy them knowing this is true. There's nothing to fear, and all is perfectly working out for you in this moment. So share your heart with them, share your love for them, for it will be gone very soon. Try to stay more present, to allow them to see what you already know. You are a gift to them. We will be with you. Call on us, and we will help you to reconnect to your human life a little bit more, to appreciate it a little bit more, to laugh at it a lot more, because it's intended to be fun as well. We love you so dearly. We are with you, beautiful soul.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for all those incredible messages for Peggy. We are sending her guides and angels so much love and gratitude for all that was shared for her today.